I feel like the headlock attack is one of those attacks that when you're untrained and you're in a street brawl, that it's
overwhelming.
Like, it's a safety net, and I think people clench in it. Like, it's a panic grab. Because if we're grappling, right, and I get here, like, most people don't do much from here. They just sit here and like squeeze your face off, or they try and like throw you over.
Yeah.
Or then they start wailing. At least from like standing. Yeah. On the ground, we'll get there when we get to the ground. But like, what would you do from here? Like, is that really gonna be super like push off with that? Just that one, right?
I mean, like, I don't know.
But like how? Like, this isn't choking you, right?
No.
Is it squeezing your head like a watermelon?
A little bit.
Okay, so it's just more pressure. But it's not threatening. Like, it's not one that you have to, like...
If I don't get it off, I'm going to pass out. It's not like that.
Yeah, but... And even for, like, throwing, like, I feel like if I were to try to, like, whip you with this one, like, I could. But you should be able to balance yourself. Like, don't let me throw you. You should be able to balance yourself pretty well. That, like, an untrained guy shouldn't be able to, if you're trained and I'm not, I shouldn't be able to throw you with this. If I can get like here.
Yeah, because you're loading my hips up.
Yeah, I can load up, but just here, like you should be able to
keep my hips out.
Yeah, you should be able to balance properly. But this is where I'm talking about, because that's what my intention is. If I just start punching you, like, do exactly what you did. Like, now you can work like that cross body grip, right?
Yeah.
And now suck it into my hips, right? And like really suck it in. Yeah. This now becomes useless because you're dropping my hips over there.
Yeah.
And now you can actually just take me down. Yeah. Yeah. Multiple different ways, right? From here, break my grip.
That's
right? Not gonna happen, right? So if I start punching, even if you're doing that, your other hand can eventually start reaching. Yeah, so, okay, so that works on that one, right?
Yeah.
Now the headlock, if I'm just sitting here squeezing you, and I'm trying to throw you, now, again, start defending it. Now, real quick, you see how, like, as I'm doing this, when you start getting heavy, my hips are now starting to work back. So one of the takedowns that a lot of people try to utilize is, like, the pick you up and, you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Where they like get in here and they like hook.
Yeah.
And they just try and like drop you of some sort. Can you do that?
Maybe. Slide right here, right?
Yeah. So go ahead, just pick me up like you're trying to or some sort. Might be the right one, but like that general idea, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I would depend. Like if you land a good hit. But I think I'm gonna be going so fast that you're gonna want to lock on.
I could definitely work with some knees.
Yeah, you can work. If we're standing here, yeah, you can start working some strikes. They always showed us like the through the leg groin from behind. Like
that's not.
I don't
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna waste my time with
I got
that.
a big ass. That ain't gonna work, right? So I'll take that out. So yeah, I would say if we're just sitting here and I'm just squeezing you, trying to throw you, like there's really no other reason for me to hold on, right? I'm not just gonna stand here. So I'm either gonna try throwing you, which you just get your hips controlled and throw me down, right?
Yeah.
Or if I start punching and striking, like you immediately like sucker that in, and you can even keep your head down, like go back down. Once you suck this in, like lock it in.
Yeah.
You could actually do a duck under and go behind. Like, yeah. And now you just took full advantage of that position, right?
Yeah.
This is now like the panic, right? Any experienced grappler will understand that this is a bad idea. And then I would want to immediately start working at least like here.
Out.
But this is like pure panic mode. Like guys are just holding on thinking that this is it. But this person also panics. But again, like I'm not choking you. This isn't a death position. I'm just squeezing the shit. Now, if we're worried about who else is around, that could be the problem. But otherwise, I'm just sitting here. And I can't even, like if I hit you, like now you have the perfect opportunity to like, yeah, you can get free. Get that arm out, right? So I'm gonna hold on for dear life. Now, I posted a video of a kid that was in this position, and the guy in your position started like wailing knees on the back, which can work, right? But like I might be able to take that to an extent, so it might be good to loosen me up. Like it's probably not a bad idea to throw some of those knees.
Yeah.
The one thing that he did was he hooked my head like you're doing right now and started trying to lift me, which was counterintuitive because we're pulling, like you were making this tighter by pulling me up into you. So don't ever pull. So I would say your options is this hand. You could probably start throwing like hammer fists, right?
Yeah.
Because if anything, like let's say you land a good shot, right? I'm gonna let go immediately to do this, and like you can get out. If for whatever reason, like I'm really just kind of covering my head, and you're not really getting a good shot, or you just can't throw a hammer fist.
Yeah.
You can also throw elbows with that hand, right? Like all that is good. So that's like a good option. But if I'm drugged up, whatever, and I'm not feeling it, then this is going to stay locked on. So the part 2 of it is you want to fight something that's more mechanical rather than just relying on pain, because again, whatever my pain tolerance is for whatever reason. So like throw a couple strikes, it's not working right, post that arm on the neck, like post your ulna bone straight down, yeah, because now that's impacting my breathing, or not necessarily my breathing, it's my blood flow, my consciousness. But as you start pressing down, take that other hand. Now it's either going to be on the outside of my arms that you grab your forearm, grab your own forearm, like grab your wrist, yeah. Or for whatever reason, if you can go through, which I think would be better if I have a wide, like I might be here.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you get. But this is the setup. You want this bone pressing down with this wrist pressing on top, or this hand pressing on your wrist. Because now as I try to resist it and you push me down, like this is a mechanical thing, because even if I don't have a good, like if my pain tolerance is there and I'm not necessarily feeling this, my blood is. Yeah. Which means I'm still going to potentially start losing a little consciousness or get a little dizzy, whatever. But my grip is going to weaken because I physically can't hold on. Like I'm going to try and hold on. You just keep pressing. And start posturing at the same time. Posture straight. Why are you pulling your head back? Posture. Yeah. I can't hold on anymore. Yeah. Until let's get the posture. He sits back. So I think that would be like your best bet. Throw a couple strikes right out of the gate, right? If I let go, awesome. If not, immediately press down, get your hips low, like put your butt back. Yeah, and I'll start sitting straight up. Yeah, like right, freeze. Like right here, look how hard this is for me to hold on at this point. And if he continues to do this pressure, like that's gonna let go. The moment this lets go, you have options. Like you can immediately just bail. You can look to pass this arm through and either, start working like a gift wrap position, which would be ideal, because now like this arm's not gonna do much of anything. Yeah. And you can easily take my back if you need to, which we don't always recommend in the street, or you can pull this arm through, like crank it back on the gift wrap, right? And actually belly me down and go knee on belly, or knee on back, yeah. So now I'm in like I'm not gonna do anything from this position. If you're feeling real fancy, when this initially breaks, you can trap it and work for like arm bars and stuff, right? Yeah. So like you have options from there. From your perspective, when someone locks on a headlock, I think people just absolutely go into panic mode. And if you watch videos of people that get into that exact position, they're freaking, they're slamming, they don't know what to do. So it's kind of hard. Like this is why we train, right? Because you understand what positions are actually threatening and which positions are just more, I'm just going to squeeze. And
it's a tight grip.
It's a tight grip, but it's like
it's not
choking you
until you start throwing strikes.
If I had an arm in and I'm squeezing your headlock and you had an arm trapped in there, like absolutely, that's putting you to sleep. Like it might just feel pressured on your head, but think of like the realistic. If I'm not doing anything and I'm just trying to throw you like base out, look to take me down, we escape from there. If I'm throwing punches, trap the arm, work out. But I agree that like you're taller than me, right? Like this. I can't get any extension with this. Yeah. Like I can do this. I can start working. I can't, again, not peeling, not striking, maybe throw a couple knees, but if you're really like whipping me, I'm not gonna be able to strike anyway. No. So yeah, focus on the control points. But it's not that bad of a position. It could go bad if you don't deal with it, but it's not one that's like,
it's an immediate threat.
It's not an immediate threat. Yeah. It's just one that if you just sit there for too long, breathe, calm, collective, focus on what you need to do, understand what the threats are, implications are, and go from there. I guess one last note would be if you had a knife. But if you're doing a headlock, but this is the same idea, right? You're not doing anything with this hand. No. But if all of a sudden, like if you're doing this and that hand starts reaching, it's the same concept as like the punch. This hand is not holding me anymore. No. But if I see this hand start reaching, like I'm just gonna grab on and lock on. And then again from here, like even if I just sucker you in here, I can easily start working out
Yeah.
and get to this position. And that hand no longer becomes a threat. So even if you were to try to pull something, it's manageable.
Yeah.
So headlocks. From the standing to the ground, calm, collective, focus on just how to release the pressure of the grip, position yourself better. It's not as bad as you think.